You know, many times I get the question, well, what am I going to eat for breakfast? Because I'm discussing with patients and with friends the fact that we don't seem to consume a very healthy breakfast, especially in America. You're simply having a bit of coffee, and coffee is not all bad, and a bagel or an English muffin, this is not a healthy breakfast. And most of the time, people do quite well if they consume a good breakfast. So you've got to consider getting the macronutrients in, especially some protein. You've just been on an overnight fast, your body's in need of nutrients, and to give it a flour product is just not good nutrition. So you can use whole grains, especially things like quinoa, steel-cut oats. If you're using a whole grain, and I'm not talking about a package that says whole grain, I'm talking about the actual grain. Usually has to be cooked as a hot cereal. You can get some protein out of that. You can get some nutrients out of it. There are no breakfast police. You can actually consume whatever you like at breakfast. For some people this is a little bit of a step, but you can consume good proteins, whether they're animal products or not. You can consume vegetables at breakfast. I mean, at least say an egg omelet with some vegetables in it. But what I want you to get away from is pouring flour out of a box. A lot of the cold cereals, a lot of the things that people are grabbing to eat because they're in a hurry just are not nutritious, don't have any nutritional value. Now sometimes we do a programmed fast. We plan it out and we'll do it with patients. I've done it myself. And if the intention is to do caloric restriction and perhaps have a little fasting time, sometimes in relation to exercise, it can be done once in a while. But on a regular basis, breakfast really should be consumed. And a good breakfast. Nutritional, calorie-dense foods. Nutrient-dense foods. So, what do I eat for breakfast? You could consume a protein drink. You could consume real food. But what I don't want you is day after day to depend on pancakes and waffles and bagels and cold cereals and things that really hold no nutritional value. They fill you up a little bit, but there's no real payoff. You've just gotten calories in. I also want you to have a good lunch and dinner. Most people are going to do well to consume at least those 3 meals, if not throw in a couple snacks in addition. In fact, a lot of people do quite well just grazing throughout the day, as long as the choices for eating are good throughout the day. You could do 5 or 6 small meals. You could simply consume food throughout the day, as long as it is real food. But don't sell yourself short. Don't grab that quick breakfast day after day and expect that you're going to be at your top. You're not going to be the top gun. You're not going to be able to perform at the level that you want to perform if you don't watch the calories you take in that are devoid of the nutrients that you need. So this is Dr. Vince Belanzi. Eat a good breakfast.